Hi everyone, this is Dr. Chamodi from Remo Chamo. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys don't know me, I'm a GP specialty trainee in England and also a mom of 3 kids. Remo Chamo is our family channel and we make videos regarding migrating to the UK, life in the UK, working parents' life and other bits and bobs of our life. This video is part of my PLAB series and in this video today I'm going to answer 10 most asked questions related to the PLAB exam. By the way, if you guys are new to the entire process of migrating to the UK as a doctor, I strongly recommend watching the video here I mentioned to know your basic requirements to get the GMC registration. I also have a tiny announcement for my Sri Lankan doctors that there is a Facebook group called PLAB for Sri Lankan doctors. It is, I think it's the one and only dedicated group available for us Sri Lankans for this purpose, and you can join the group and get updated on many things there. I'd also recommend that you follow the YouTube channel called Dr. Worldwide to stay updated on this subject, and already they have uploaded few very important webinars regarding migrating out of Sri Lanka for doctors. Okay, without further delay, let's jump straight in. Question 1. What is PLAB? PLAB stands for Professional and Linguistic Assessment Board Test, and it is a test conducted by the General Medical Council or GMC of the UK to basically assess foreign doctors' knowledge and skills before giving them with GMC registration. As you know, every country or every region has their own licensing body for doctors. For example, SLMC in Sri Lanka, AMC in Australia, I think it's called AMA in America. So UK medical licensing body is the GMC or General Medical Council. Question 2. Why do I have to take PLAB test? Basically, this is one of the few pathways to get GMC registration. If you need to work here as a junior doctor in the UK, but you have not graduated from a UK based medical school, this is the best pathway to come here. Some of you guys may have worked in a certain field for several years and even specialized in a certain field and still choose to do PLAB. So I'd like to stress here that PLAB is for junior doctors, but that doesn't mean that you cannot do it if you are a senior. But you need to think like a junior doctor to pass the exam easily. Otherwise, if you are specialized in one field, you might find it difficult to pass the exam. So if I were to give you a tip, it is that you should know when to call your senior without trying to manage the patient by yourself. In this line, if you think, it's easy to pass this exam. Question 3. What are the components of the PLAB? PLAB test has 2 parts, part 1 and part 2. PLAB 1 is a MCQ or multiple choice question. Based on a small case scenario, you need to choose the single best answer. There are 180 questions to answer in 180 minutes. Just a little fact if you're wondering how the exam is done, because I was wondering when I was preparing for the exam how it's been done. It's a computer-based question paper, but you need to mark your answers in a given paper sheet with a pencil. So I think I should give this tip here for people who are getting ready for PLAB part 1, because the tiny bit of time, that few seconds you spend marking your answer in the answer sheet highly matters, because you have to answer 180 answers and you get less than 1 minute for one question, and some questions are very long and you need time to read the question as well. So time factor is crucial here, and think of that as well when you are when you are getting ready, marking bit of the paper, and you might need to erase and you might need to recorrect. In my exam I felt like that thing ate a lot of my time. So PLAB part 2 is the practical part of the test. It's conducted separately and only after passing the PLAB 1. So you need to face 16 OSCE stations, and you'll be scored based on 3 components in each scenario. One is data gathering and assessment skills, next is clinical management skills, and then interpersonal skills. Personally, I think for us Asian doctors, the last one, interpersonal skills, matters most to pass the exam. I am thinking of doing 2 separate videos for PLAB 1 preparation and PLAB 2 preparation, and it's just beyond the scope of this video. because I feel like I have so many practical tips to give you guys. If you are interested, just subscribe and press that bell button so that you will get notified when I upload my new videos. Okay, back to the questions. Question number 4, what are the prerequisites before booking for PLAB Part 1? You need to set up a GMC online account first of all, and if needs be you can do this even before your graduation, but you need to pass your MBBS. You need your final MBBS certificate. Second requirement is required English language competency. You can do IELTS or you can do OET. In IELTS you need to score 7 in each components and 7.5 overall, and in OET you need to score 4B. So check this video if you need to, if you need any guidance regarding how to set up a GMC online account, because sometimes it can get a little bit confusing for you guys if you are doing it for the first time. Once you pass the English test, you need to update the results in the GMC online account, and then your portal to book for PLAB Part 1 will be open. Usually how the dates will be open means usually nowadays it's 1 year before the exam date, the date for the particular exam will be open. A lot of you guys wait till you get the IELTS or OET results to do this bit, but really speaking, you don't need to, you didn't need your English test results in your hand to set up a GMC online account. So you can keep this done before, and once you get your results, you can just upload the results, and once the GMC verify your results, your PLAB 1 portal will be open. This usually take 1 to 2 working days, and then you can book for your PLAB Part 1, because nowadays it's very high demand for the PLAB exam, and a lot of doctors find it difficult to book for the exam. Even the exam coming next year, it's very difficult to book nowadays. So stay in alert, and you can open your GMC online account, and as soon as possible you can upload your English test results and then book your PLAB 1. Question 5. When and where to take PLAB Part 1? It is conducted 4 times a year in the UK as well as in several other countries. I will put the list of the countries here. It's also conducted in Sri Lanka. So upcoming dates for the PLAB 1 exam are for the next year 2023. It's 16th of February 2023 and 25th of May 2023, 10th of August 2023 and 2nd of November 2023. So as I told before, for the 16th February 2023 exam, the booking dates are open on 24th March 2022. So that's exactly 1 year before the test date. By the way, if you have already booked your PLAB Part 1 test, please comment below which part of the world you take it, because I'd love to see the distribution. I know many Sri Lankan doctors go to countries like India to give their test. Even in Sri Lanka, the test dates fill very fast, as well as doctors from many other countries like Bangladesh, Mauritius, India come and give the test in Sri Lanka. Question 6. When and where can I take PLAB 2? Once you get the PLAB 1 results, you can book for your PLAB 2. This exam runs throughout the year, at least 2 to 3 exams per month. If I'm not wrong, 2 sets of exams done per day still. I was actually surprised to see when I was in my academy that how many doctors come out of the GMC after PLAB 2. I was like, oh my god, this is like a factory producing doctors to work in the UK, and it's been like that for many years, and hopefully it will be like that for coming years as well. One other good to know fact about PLAB is you must do the second part within 3 years after passing the PLAB 1. And there are some exceptions due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but I don't know how long these exceptions are valid for. But for now, it's 3-year time period you have from PLAB 1 to PLAB 2. PLAB 2 is conducted only in the UK, and that's also only in the GMC Exam Centre in Manchester. So yes, you need to come to the UK to give PLAB Part 2. You need to apply for a UK visit visa once you get the exam booking confirmation. Okay, question 7. How many attempts am I allowed if I do not pass the test? For each PLAB 1 and PLAB 2, you are allowed 4 attempts. However, you can request for another additional attempt or 5th attempt under some circumstances. GMC state that you require to be in continuous direct patient care for 12 months period before applying for this additional test, or you need to obtain a postgraduate qualification before applying for the test. And you might need to submit some evidence from your workplace seniors or from your consultant in order to apply for this additional part of the test. But honorary posts such as clinical observerships, clinical attachments are not valid for this reason. And this 5th attempt will be your final attempt to conquer PLAB. Okay, question 8. How much does it cost me? PLAB exam fee is not fixed and it's subject to increase in time with time. As per June 2022, PLAB 1 fee is £247 and PLAB 2 fee is £906. There is a cancellation fee if you need to cancel the test, but this is significantly less if you are cancelling the test more than 42 days before the exam. And this is for both part 1 and part 2 of the exam. Talking about money, check out this video here I mentioned, which we have done on our monthly expenses here in the UK as a big family of 5 members. And it's actually a nice to know fact for you guys as well, especially if you are planning to come here with your spouse and kids. Okay, question 9. How to prepare for the test and how long does it take? This is very subjective. However, PLAB part 1 take generally 3 months of preparation and PLAB part 2 generally take 6 to 8 weeks of thorough practicing of the cases. So I'm talking about this in detail in my PLAB 1 and PLAB 2 videos. However, I'll just mention only the resources you can use without a big description, because this will be very long otherwise. For PLAB 1 preparation, one thing you must have is PLAB 1 blueprint, and this is freely available to download in GMC website. And some sort of concise material you need to study. I can recommend Oxford Handbook of Clinical Medicine, and there is a website called patient.co.uk, and these two are more than enough. Here and there you can have a peek into the nice CK's website, but that's not a must. Next is question banks, and you can choose whichever you prefer, but go for the latest one. That's the only advice I can give you. Next is Facebook groups. I will put down few famous Facebook group links down in the description. These are very good resources. You can go to the files section of these groups and freely download many resources for PLAB preparation, for PLAB 1 and PLAB 2 both actually. To access the files section, you cannot do it in your mobile phone. You need to log into your Facebook account using a PC or a laptop. Next thing is that GMC publish few handbooks, and these are very good resources to know the clinical aspect of things. You can download freely from GMC website. Resources for PLAB 2. Clinical resources, believe me, you don't need any because passing PLAB part 1 is more than enough. And you may be benefited from GMC handbooks as I mentioned about. Most important thing is finding an academy, either online academy or you can come in person and practice for at least 6 to 8 weeks. People will have different opinions in this, but this is my advice and I strongly stand with my advice. You must practice for at least 6 weeks thoroughly for to pass PLAB 2. I have done the exam twice, so I know what it takes. Okay, question 9. When will I get the results? PLAB 1 results will be out in 6 weeks and PLAB 2 in 4 weeks. This is according to the GMC website, but my experience is not different to this at all. Question 10. What is the pass rate for PLAB? As per 2021, PLAB 1 pass rate is 74.1% and PLAB 2 pass rate is 69.6%, which are actually pretty good rates. Okay, that's it. That was quick. Here we have come to the end of this session, and if your query was not answered, please let me know and I can certainly get back to you. Thank you so much for staying with me till the end, and I'll see you soon. Bye.